Nagi is coming back to Blue Lock. As the U-20 arc is starting, which is going to be one of the biggest arc in sports anime, Nagi has gotten out of his depression and heading back to Blue Lock. But will he be able to manifest his ego and not depend on others this time? That's the question. As the copium paid off and Kira is literally coming back after being absent for 7 years in the manga, what role is he even gonna play at this point? And has he even developed anything while he was gone? As these spots are almost confirmed, what the Blue Lockers do know for sure is that Sai will be joining Japan during the U-20 finals. But can he really blend in with the current team, or will he destroy the flow of all players for his own benefit? While the Blue Lockers are training and there is only one day left for U-20 Nigeria match, Ego has different plans. Having left his desk for the first time to monitor the play, he ensures that he will make sure Blue Lock will win the U-20 with whatever it takes. As he's watching the players play on the field, he notices how everyone has grown, especially Isagi, because this man is straight up commanding people on the field. It does feel very cocky at first, to which even Ren comments by saying, "You can run your mouth after winning." But what I believe is that Isagi is just concerned. Yes, because out of everyone, he's the only person who has watched a lot of football matches and went to live matches to get to know his opponents. And he understands that the team might need to be stricter than they ever were in Blue Lock. Otherwise, it's easy to lose. Not only that, Ego did give him an assignment of knowing how can he make game-changing plays, and without others evolving equally as him, he won't be able to. And he's slowly turning out to be the mind of the team. But he won't be a captain, because who is going to be the captain is Aiku. Because when he comes off while Karasu and Isagi were arguing and says, "Stop fighting, keep the passion hot, but communication cool." That's such a captain thing to say, and also while these guys were preparing for the U-20, we did see Aiku with a lot of books and he was just studying. So it makes sense as to if he will be the captain and his job is to make sure that every person in the team is communicating properly with each other and not being toxic. But we didn't get the time to go into detail about each person's evolution because baratsuta showed up telling them about the red key. Yes, a Blue Lock knockoff is going to happen and 2 players will be selected out of 300, to which I really know the answer after reading this chapter. It's Kira and Nagi. Kira actually got mentioned and had a small panel after being absent for God knows what time. And knowing how much money milker Kira can be, and how much he hates Ego, he fits Baratsuta's description since day one. And honestly, all I can think of is Kira will be the troublemaker, to which even Isagi comments it. Kira coming back looks far more likely than any other player because of how passionate and famous he already is regarding soccer. But I do really want to know what happened with him during U-20 Japan broadcast. I really want to see him crash out after seeing Isagi scoring that final goal. But Ego does have a different plan for the Baratsuta 3. Before I go on to that, the Blue Lockers get to know that Sai will be joining the team, to which someone is pretty concerned. Honestly, the only people who might be benefiting from Sai is Shido and Isagi. But I don't know how Rin can play whilst being on the same team as Sai. The dynamic is still to be explored, and I believe this is why Ego sent Rin to meditate, so that he can control his ego. As if he foresaw that Sai will enable Rin's chaos, and he trained him that way. As Baratsuta goes away, the Blue Lockers are concerned. What will happen to Blue Lock? But Ego reassures whatever happens, it will be done for evolving them. He will take care of any troublemaker, and Ego's position is also temporary like any other player. He can get thrown away if they won't win U-20, but regardless of what happens, Ego won't let Blue Lock fall into hands of anyone else. And I don't think so Ego was like this before. He has just grown attached to this team and want to see their peak after the match against Japan, bro. But this also feeds more food to my theory of how Ego was also a footballer, but he's retired from football because of politics. And this time he is in it. So he'll be making sure that he safeguards Japan's team from the outside. And the chapter ends with Nagi returning to Blue Lock with a shine in his eyes. As advised by the monk, he'll make it regardless of how he has to and what people think of. And U-20's Nigeria match is about to begin with no break next week, so it's about time these folks lock in. If you're new to this channel, do subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. And if you do want to know how Nagi came to this conclusion of returning back to Blue Lock, click this video.